You guys, we have quite a few important things to discuss here in this video. The Brawl-o-ween update theme came much earlier than we thought. Some juicy sneak peek photos that I think very well could be sneak peeking the next chromatic brawler, as well as Season 15's theme, and much more. So, let's get into it, dude. The Brawloween update's theme came much earlier than we anticipated, with the arrival of a skin that came out 6 days earlier than previously announced, the Trick or Treat Leon. One of the most value skins I've ever seen inside of Brawl Stars. Not only do we get the skin for 49 gems, but we also get a pin along with a profile icon. We're not able to preview this time. There was a little bit of a glitch with the skin, so I'm just going to briefly do that for all of you guys here in this video if you don't know if you want to get this skin just yet. But we got the skin. It's so freaking good. If you guys didn't know, Leon's in like my top 10 favorite brawlers. I freaking adore him. And then the profile icon looking amazing. I love his little shake. He's like, give me the freaking candy, bro. Trick or treating. But of course, with any Leon skin here, it normally comes with a actual attack change. He's shooting off those trick or treat buckets, and then animation changes with the super. You have this cool little ghost effect going on. So definitely a very value skin, and so dang hype to kick off this early Brawloween update here. However, that's not where the exciting Brawloween update stuff stops here. As you guys can see in the news tab, we have some additional info coming out today. Pretty unlike Brawl Stars to release info at this time of the day, just about an hour ago we have this change over on the app stores. The advertisement says, Brawl-o-ween is here. A series of Halloween themed content awaits you. Be ready for spooky skins, challenges, and more. And that's where the info on that ends. But with the Brawl-o-ween update advertisement in the App Store posted over here to the Brawl Stars Twitter page, boo! Trick or Treat Leon is now out with a new profile picture and pin, and more Brawl-o-ween skins will return soon. Confirming the speculations that we had in last episode of Brawl News, it appears that a lot of the old Brawl-o-ween skins are returning in this update. Now, when it comes to actual sneak peeks and stuff like that, I don't necessarily think we have a whole lot to go off of here. This is just a loading screen, if you ask me. The only thing I find somewhat interesting are the structures in the background, giving us some sort of sense of placement within the Brawl Stars universe. We have this, I think that's the Castle Courtyard theme, and this one I'm not quite sure, kind of looks like some industrial type stuff back there. Pretty interesting. But with the early Brawloween update news out of the way, next transitioning to an additional photo that was posted 6 hours ago pertaining to this next Season 15 update and having a ton of juicy Easter eggs within it. Looking at the roadmap we shared in the last Brawl Talk, which feature are you looking forward to the most? And a train emoji. Interesting. First things first, really love the context of this post here. The Brawl Stars dev team is directing our attention to the roadmap that they brought up at the end of the last Brawl Talk, pertaining to some rather large game-changing changes to Brawl Stars down the line. So in my opinion, them bringing this up as we're kind of getting closer to this next update is very reassuring that maybe one of these bigger changes could be coming. So we all should know that gears are more than likely going to be changing in this next update, so I'm assuming that might be pertaining to that bit of info. So really looking forward to that. However, it's time to get straight away into the juicier details in this photo. So many different Easter eggs, my goodness. First things first, let's take a look at what Brock is looking at. It is somewhat of a map of this train station, or the actual mapping of where the train is going to go, the different destinations here. We have Cogworth Cross, Cogstead End, and Altar Station. In typical Brawl Stars fashion, you have Brock's hand there not showing the entire thing for that Altar Station. There's several theories of people thinking that it's Walter Station. But what I do find interesting are these different words with cogs in it, right? We have Cogsworth and Cogstead. Seeing that these are unidentified locations within the Brawl Stars universe, it's giving me some like actual storyline for Season 15 vibes. You guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about that juicy stuff there that Brock is looking at. But getting into some additional stuff, some Easter eggs, some fun things in the photo, we have RIP K something. I saw some people thinking that this was Kit. I think it's a bit of a stretch. I think it's K and then some numbers like K35, K37, K57, K53, something like that. Whatever it means, Don't know. But with the fun train map out of the way, I next want to get straight away into what I think is an important story being told within this photo pertaining to the update theme, the update brawler, and where potentially that brawler could be fitting into the Brawl Stars universe. So to point out the important Easter eggs with this story, before we get into heavy speculation here, it has everything to do, in my opinion, with this box, the pizza boxes, Tower Pizza, specifically the little mouse behind Brock's feet. We also have, once again, people thought it was Kid at first, but I think it's the raccoon popping up, much like the mouse, for the third time, as well as Colette here in the background. So the first important Easter egg to explain here is this box, making its second appearance in Easter egg-esque photos. The box was first found here in this photo posted a very, very long time ago. At the time, a lot of people kind of knew that this photo had sneak peeks and Easter eggs galore within it, but not a whole lot of people had context over this box, right? But I think we are now getting a little bit of it in this most recent photo. So as you can see, we have the cardboard box with the purple X tape there and Colette's memorabilia, the notebook along with the pen that she normally uses. Also, another important factor is the box isn't orientated the same way in the most recent photo. It's on its side here with the open face exposed, right? So what I think is going on here, seeing that the box is tipped over and its open face is now pointed towards the ground, and the pen and paper are not within the vicinity, they're actually with Colette there in the background where she's taking notes and looking at the situation. What I think is Colette is devising some sort of plan here, starting from that first photo with Gus way back in the day, giving us that sneak peek of the box and her notebook, is setting up a trap for these rodents here. You know those cartoonish traps where they have a cardboard box held up by like a stick and a string? Whatever you're trying to catch goes under the box and then it tips over and they're caught. I think the whole context of why this box was here in the first place in the very first photo is showing this story being told, where Colette is taking notes on these rodents that she is trying to capture, right? Trying to gather information about what they like, so then later, when she has the info, she can try to carry out her plan. Now, the fun little story going on here, I don't think stops there. I think it was very intentional that the brawler that is trying to trap these rodents would be Colette. We all know Colette's backstory. She is a Brawler fangirl. She is crazy about the brawlers within the Brawl Stars universe being played. She's a fan of brawlers. So maybe this could be giving some credibility that Colette trying to capture these rodents, that maybe the rodents are brawlers. She's always jotting down notes of brawlers within her notebook and she's infatuated with them, that maybe she's trying to get her hands on these brawlers coming to Brawl Stars. Now, I know this sounds a little bit far-fetched, but let me just finish up here and maybe it'll make a little bit of sense. I've had a really hard time up until this point nailing down the importance of the mouse. Why is the mouse popping up in all of these sneak peek photos? I have a feeling that maybe they're working together or they're a team of sorts. Maybe if this raccoon brawler is coming to the game, that the mouse is like his little sidekick. If we take a look at all the different sneak peek photos, the mouse and the raccoon have popped up equally. Here we have one for each of them. Here we have one for the raccoon in the lower left hand corner. Here we have one for the mouse. And now here, both of them popping up once again, both appearing in these sneak peeks 3 different times. I feel like it's a fun explanation that these two rodents are working together, right? In all these sneak peek photos, there's not like another rodent randomly popping up. It's always just been these two, the raccoon and the mouse. And it's a cool explanation as to why Colette is involved with this ongoing story, seeing that she's so infatuated with brawlers and capturing what appears to be capturing these rodents, that maybe she's trying to capture the brawler coming out in this next update. I'm theorizing now that both of them are the next brawler, right? They're kind of like a tag team brawler, kind of like what we see with Otis and his pet starfish. Maybe the raccoon would be the main guy and the mouse his little helper. Now, I don't want to get off this fun little speculation just yet, seeing that we might have even more evidence to try to support this cool little theory, and it has everything to do with the Tower Pizza here. Before making this video, I've been seeing a lot of very fun theories that seeing that Tower Pizza first originated in the Once Upon a Brawl update in the castle courtyard, right? Tower Pizza. That maybe this could be confirming one, the season 15's theme that we had mentioned, this some sort of food court or food related update, the origin of Tower Pizza, why we keep seeing these boxes popping up, and it might be a great fit for this Rodent Brawler or Brawler tag team to fit into the Castle Courtyard trio, rounding out Ash as well as Grom's family. I can just picture it now that the theme would be the food court theme, and like Paula introducing it in the Brawl Talk saying, "So and so Brawler's name the rodent that gives Ash the hardest time cleaning up around the castle courtyard because of his leaving around the pizza boxes all over the place," or something along those lines. And seeing that we have speculated in the past that two brawlers very well could be coming out in this update, that the chromatic brawler could be this tag team rodent duo rounding out the castle courtyard theme, and then seeing that we're also getting a lot of lore in regards to this train station, that would be kind of the introduction of the brand new legendary, right? That would fit into Gus's family. I know it's very specific speculation, but I think it's a great explanation as to why we have now been seeing just these two rodents popping up on 3 separate occasions. But moving along here to other things people have been discussing, one of which is this clock. A lot of people theorizing that this is giving us once again another confirmation that Brawl Talk is coming out on October 22nd, Saturday this weekend. But seeing that the clock isn't an actual clock that we can read based on our clocks in real life, I don't know if this is actual like super important info confirming that. There's not enough numbers on the clock, so I think that in and of itself is kind of just showing that this isn't as important as we think. And you know, we already have enough info that Brawl Talk should be coming out on October 22nd. There's some other smaller juicy details in the photos, such as the actual knocker on the door is shaped like a cat. We have the train tracks taking a left up there and some weird figure going on that doesn't necessarily just look like trees there. And I think the final thing to take note of in the photo is of course the brawlers that are in it. We have Brock, Mr. P, as well as Colette. Some of the times whenever sneak peek photos like this come out and there's brawlers within them, it sometimes is correlated to the skins that come out in the next update. So maybe Brawloween skins for Mr. P, Brock, and Colette there. But that's just about it. We have a fun continuation to some of the stuff that we've been seeing popping up a lot in these photos, just making those that much more important. The raccoon, the mouse. I think where it stands right now, I'm feeling really good about some sort of food court theme, and I love the theories that a brawler in this next update very well could be rounding out that castle courtyard family of brawlers with Grom and Ash, and then maybe the legendary brawler being the ghostly brawler, and the Brawl-o-ween theme for this update very well could be that abandoned train track. So like I said before, like 2 different sort of updates within one, right? We have to celebrate Brawl-o-ween as well as the new theme around the corner. But yeah, everyone, of course, be sure to let me know what you're all thinking. What are your speculations about this next update? I think we're moving into a very juicy one, given the fact that we have confirmation the logo is changing for the app, which hasn't happened in such a long time. Some people even theorizing that maybe lore might be having a little hand in this season 15 update because of that. But things such as bringing up the roadmap ideas or features that the dev team wants to implement in the future here today is really reassuring that we might be having some sort of bigger feature like that in the next update, more than likely the gear rework. And yeah, it just appears based on the Easter eggs and the sneak peeks that we've been receiving that it's going to be shaping up to be a really solid update. But I think that's a good stopping point for this video here today. Feeling very good about some of the speculations that we've been kind of putting out there recently in these episodes of Brawl News. Again, be sure to let me know what you're thinking. Hopefully you all found this video useful or enjoyable in any shape or form. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, everyone. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios and take care.